My harmonic says 602. I'm sure that adds confidence to your analysis. Absolutely, bro. I love and have respect so much to harmonic traders. It's it's a hard TA to learn and trade, and complicated in my opinion. Lots of night gems in these streams. You are the gem, brother. Good morning, TJ. Here we go. The sell side is tagged on ES. Now waiting for an expansion on Nasdaq as well. Seems like Nasdaq is already want to run. I want to see ES digging down there one more time though, because it's equal lows right now. 436.25. Yeah, it's equal lows right now. I want to see it digging down one more time. Honestly, because like leaving equal lows right at 830 low, it's highly suspicious, you know. Maybe on micros it actually took it. You know, micros it's even stronger. TJ says not sure on bias. I have long bias personally. I put down the narrative before you hopped onto the live stream. This is the buy side. Yeah, I'm really not liking the equal lows at below 830. Take 1 minute SMT. Yeah, I mean, the ideal scenario is like take out the 830 lows, the equal lows on ES, and Q doesn't touch it, and that sends it something like here to SMT. On the 1 minute forms something like here. But like, this is probably gonna make the run. But like personally, I am hating that equal lows, not gonna lie, because it's at a specific level, you know. It's not that like market just formed an equal lows. It formed equal lows at 830 low, you know. So for me, even though I want to go long, I am gonna disregard all these PDRAs on Nasdaq, unfortunately. He is the master of equal lows, like fact, bro. It's hard to get into a trade when we have equal lows. It is actually because more often than not, it comes down there at some point along the way. So like for me, it literally gives me anxiety when I'm long into equal lows. Yep, that's true. Love the 5 second turn. I like your perspective, Kingsman. I'm on the same page with you, by the way. It's just that like I have to consider the probability of ES coming down there one more time. Unfortunately, if it touched there though, this fair value gap that we're trading right now would have been a great long. A 5 second chart. I love the 1 second. The 15-minute looks so ugly. Looks like there's a trap here on the 1 minute. So ES is respecting the premium fair value gap with bodies. Nasdaq seemingly just formed a trap. So this is its only chance to clean the equal lows. The CE is rejected. Yep, true. Oh, the wick. Yeah, that's pretty precise. It's surely not what I want to see, honestly, because this is the engineered liquidity now. This is also engineered liquidity. Oh yeah, turtle soup that low and around the high could be the game plan today. That's a pretty ugly candle on the 15 minute, by the way. The 8:30 candle. It literally closed like 0 points. Literally, no body. But yes, I think it touched it. No, it's still equal lows. Okay, traded down there. Now we might have something. So yeah, here's where I want to see strength. The NQ respecting the CE of the range. OB in discount respecting there too. It was a good time to make a rally. I'm really hating how they're not in sync right now. Like these past days, actually, kind of looks like I'm watching DXY versus Euro or something. Right, and cute's your only shot. Yeah, so far Nasdaq's looking really good for the 8:30 high. I'm liking it. So it overshot the the lower fair value gap a little bit, but if you disregard the first two candles, it is respecting afterwards and formed a rejection block, but it seems to, yeah, there is a rejection block here, there. The range GQ. just gotta wait for the hourly close and then. So I'm also watching the 30-second chart because it seems like there's a trap there, trap shorts. I'm looking how it's respecting the trap fair value gap, which is just got violated actually. And meanwhile, we have 8 minutes till 10. I'm gonna prep coffee real quick before 10. I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, I'm back, guys. Alright, let's see what's going on. That's why it's BNS into divergence, or let's see. Okay, it feels forced a little bit though. You crazy? I have my coffee ready before I even sit down at the computer. I try to. It's because I'm trying to decrease the amount I'm consuming. So what I'm doing is I don't drink coffee right away when I after I wake up. I postpone it like for like 30 minutes or so. The orb log is still being respected. Exhausting PA for sure. It's basically like range EQ chop, and now they're in sync and Q's following. Yes, here. Here's the south side. I'm gonna take the south side just in case. I don't think it's gonna go there, but the OB failed. That's something. There's so the hourly rejected off of the actually on the 15 minutes. There was a rejection of the CE of the fair value gap, the CE of the wick. Oh, let's see if it can turtle itself to 830 low. Alright, it's 10 o'clock. Not seeing much at this point. I think because the OB failed already, no divergence, it should tag in the 830 low at this point, but it's still respecting the trap for value gap in the 15-minute above the CE, so I'm getting mixed messages here. a V shape here. So yeah, I think InQ still has potential to make the right thing and run for the buy set. There's a V shape sharp rejection. Is it? Here's CE. Yeah, it's the CE. Just for the breaker block and order block along at the same time. So this is some call it unicorn. Not an OB, but the breaker. Yes, going for the low again. That's interesting. Let's see if it can turtle soup that low. I think the fair value gap on Nasdaq should be the silver bullet, so it shouldn't fail. I'm watching ES though, so if ES, it seems like ES wants to go rate the sell side, so once it does that, I think Nasdaq will be ready. It's getting weaker there. Alright, ES traded down below. Let's see if Nasdaq can hold there. I think it should hold here, honestly. The um the higher time frame looks bad though. Like I'm looking at 5 and 15. It's just ugly. Let's see. If it confirms this low as swing low, I'll be interested. If not, I'm not gonna trade the morning session basically, you guys. Let's see. Right now it needs to form a swing low. I mean, look at that 15 minutes. I confirmed the swing low. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try it along this with micros with very small risk. like 3 contracts or so, just because. Hold on, am I looking at the right chart? Yeah, it's like 3 contracts or so, very very small. Where's the? So what I'm gonna do is, um, I'm not gonna leave the stop right there because the S&P is here. I'm gonna use the 1004 low as my stop loss. It's a very similar setup I took yesterday, which was a stop. Um, I got stopped on it. This time, I'm taking the same risk because it technically flipped the fair value gap. But small risk. I'm willing to take. Not the smartest thing to do. Alright. Well, let's see. It's time to watch. I'm technically not really convinced with the long run at the very moment, just because I think it could dig down a little more. It's because the fair value gap was kind of inverted here. It's gonna be a resistance now. In fact, it could just lead into a sell side delivery, which is why I executed with micros with a very tight stop. It's range EQ chop basically, and ES is getting stronger here. Let's see if it can deliver the short-term buy side. Seems like, ES will get up there. Nasdaq's unwilling. I'm gonna break even this once ES gets up there. ES touched it a little bit. And once ES trades above it with like by 1 tick or so, I'm gonna break even this. 435.50, 435 at equal highs. Pretty flat day, like pretty flat day around 8 range EQ. So ES left equal highs, which is a bummer. Whatever. This just tilts me so much when I see that. I got getting stopped there. Whatever. Um, like I hate this. Yeah, so it's inverting the S&T. I'm not interested in this anymore at all. In this morning session, in fact. That was a small loss for like 30 bucks or so. But And Key and DXY has been going together for a long time, though. That's nothing new, brother. They've been running by side for the whole week, basically. See, like this is Monday, Tuesday, then we have Friday. Dumped because it was CPI. It was just yesterday. They were not in sync. They were not correlated. Basically, they were correlated, and that's due to the CPI, which is pretty normal because CPI directly affects the dollar index. But before that, it's basically the same deal. Friday we had a large range day on Nasdaq, large range day on DXY as well. So I would say don't even look at DXY honestly. It just doesn't give any information about indices, and that's personally, in my opinion, it's just overcomplicate things. Yeah, I mean, like this absolutely doesn't mean anything for me. DXY for Nasdaq or for ES. Let me pull Nasdaq here. So see, I feel like they have better correlation when DXY is choppy, like range bound. I mean, but here you can see like they're both dumping, then they're both rallying. You know, like isn't it supposed to be inversely correlated according to the uncle? I haven't seen that for this year at least. Like they're not inversely correlated this year at all. So I'm going to actually of course. So the rally there. I don't know. That's my personal opinion though. If you like DXY, so be it. I don't like it. Doesn't give you any information for indices. Okay, 830 low got tagged for Nasdaq here. Yes, going for the sell side for sure. So that was the first S&T, a bearish S&T divergence here, um, in premium. Before that, I think it never diverged. Actually, there's one here. Right about there. Just to kind of, just to kind of anticipate HR, LR. What the fuck is this gap? Never mind, I'm gonna take a look at it later. Had a bearish bias when we had a premature 4-hour SMT in Q sweep then. Yes, didn't. I'll look for shorts for the morning session after, I don't know. So they both tag the sell side at the moment. We've got to look at a higher time frame dealing range here. Let's switch to 15. We've got to change the dealing range here. Seems like the only thing that we have is the CPI low. This range here, which I don't like to use. So I'm gonna go to 5. I want to look at somewhere here. We're taking from the 15-minute SMT low to high gives the range EQ. The one that the south side here, this one. Wait, what happened to that line? I think it's gonna be something like this, but this was an SMT. I can take that maybe. The problem is the lows. I'm trying to find a low, a proper low basically. So what I do range is FOMC low right there, which is not an SMT though. Could be used for a DR. I feel like it's gonna be the hourly, so here's the 345 low from yesterday. I don't know what happened. And the same low here, which is essentially an order block on NASDAQ. So it seems like ES will tag that low because of the S&P divergence that he has. That should deliver. So maybe I was thinking about taking that range for the deal range. The 945 count from Wednesday, sorry, 9:30. could pass my eval, which is just 400 bucks away from. I haven't seen. Well, I mean, even if it's 400 bucks away, you shouldn't be trading European now, right? So you're doing the right thing on that. Because otherwise, it's gonna lead you to have a bigger drawdown, or like instead of 400 bucks, you're gonna end up trying to making try and make $1,000, for example, to pass it. So just be patient and take whenever you see something instead. Because we tend to think like, oh, okay, if 400 bucks is nothing, right? If I just take one mini on Nasdaq, that is what, 20 points? It sounds easy. Sometimes it's not that easy to get at 20 points though. Alright, here's the range EQ on Nasdaq that I have my interest. I don't think it's gonna respect it though. Doesn't take PA around this busy. I feel like this wants to go for at least ES wants to go for the hourly low. And that'll be a divergence on the hourly. We're at 4 hourly IFD. Coin. Nice trade, bro. To the ES chart. This is like 5 points away from the sell side. Everyone on the U contract now. No, we're rolling over next week, bro. Let me check bar charts. Let me check the OI and the volume on the. Let's see. No, yeah, we're still in the June. So I'll send it in the chat. Here, I can't send it in the chat though. Fuck. The rollover. I don't know why you guys think the rollover is this week. It's the next week, you guys. You can, if you're unsure, you can check it on the daily also. The trading view daily chart. It shows it right here. So the contract expires next week Friday, meaning rollover week is next week. Probably next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll be rolling over to September contracts. And you can also check barchart.com for volume and open interest once September surpasses the June. That's when we roll over. Continue. Yeah, TradingView does that. Mm. Good trade, you guys. Let me see where he's short. You got ES today. Nice. And personally, I'm not interested in going short just yet. I don't love how you put it down. PO3 is completed. I think they're gonna park it here. That's so funny. So it formed an SMT divergence at the lows right now, which means it could pull back deeper as it's doing it already. It's getting back in the range, but yes, didn't take the hourly low, which is interesting. It's about to close, in fact, above the short-term high, short-term low. That'll be bullish if it closes above this old low right here. This is literally what we had yesterday after FOMC. Like, it's literally the same thing. This is the short-term range EQ. I'm gonna rotate it with red. Seems like it formed a trap here with S&T. This is why I don't like to short this market. Like, look at ES. ES literally turned 1 point away from the south side. Company would go home. I don't like how NQ came just a few ticks away from the 50-minute range EQ. Wait, hold on. How? Which range are you looking at on the 15? You're looking at the bearish range or the bullish range? From the S&P low at 9:30. Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday. Okay, got you. Wednesday 9:30 low, all the way up to the high. That's why I was using this one, honestly. The yesterday's low. Here. It's kind of like hard to find the leading range though because of the lows are not that diverged. Straight down into the trap from yesterday here. There's a breaker, and the thick PA you mentioned is also there. Let's see, it needs to flip the short-term range EQ though. Engineered liquidity. Yeah, yes. Hourly candle close will be very eventful, I think, especially if it can close above the um, short-term sell side. Yeah, it's respecting the range EQ so far on the higher time frame range equilibrium. Yes, is definitely teasing here. you consider rejection mark if the two candles are one tick apart? Well, not really. That's usually volume balance. Yeah, so here, this one, for example, is a volume balance. That's a gap. I think it formed a rejection block along with that. Oh no, never mind. The rejection is right there. Came down to the trap for value gap and it's rallying again. It's bullish to the flat, it seems. I'm not sure what you meant by that. The end dog. I mean, it's definitely forming a bullish order flow here on the lower time frame. And the higher time frame dealing range EQ, the discount portion got touched one more time, and it's run the highs again. I don't know. I personally wouldn't be in a short position in this price action right now. That is my humble opinion. Kind of looks like the after hour price action from yesterday. So the FOMC dumped at some point just like this from the rejection block S&C trap or whatever you call it, rallied, deep retracement, and then it literally went for the all-time highs. I'm using the continuous tone, my numbers are different. Oh, gotcha. I think we'll range all the morning session. I mean, I think it already broke the range. So it was range bound here. And with the south side delivery, it broke the range. And now I'm looking for a reversal basically for 830 highs. The higher time frame. So I was looking for this dating range here, and it's range equilibrium. It's respecting there. So um, I think for the morning session, let me check the hourly before I say anything. Yeah, the real rally. So I first of all, I need to mention this. I am kind of liking the hourly close if it closes above the sell side. Same, especially on ES. Here, if it closes above this high from 6 o'clock, that would be very bullish. But the actual run will be after 11 o'clock candle. So during lunch or in the afternoon session, it'll be better to trade because the next hourly candle will probably be in the range. But the one after could actually form this an order block, the 10 o'clock candle, and run the highs basically. So that makes sense. So I would personally skip trading 11 o'clock, but unless you want to scalp it, I think scalp above here, this high, um, if it keeps the bullish order flow for the 11 o'clock, it could be doable. It could reach there. But anything higher than that, I wouldn't hold it for 11 o'clock. So in between 11 to 12, basically. 571. 571. 25. 50. Um, it could wick you out, honestly, with that stop loss. Because this is the OB. Let's see, 15 minute. Yeah, this is the OB. It could go down there. Yeah, not seeing much here at the moment. It's respecting the dealing range on the short term dealing range, but also flipping the bearish PDIs basically. It's flipping both sides actually. So yeah, this is the OB. Let's see this run lower and let the CB open 15 minutes. I disagree with you on that, honestly. I mean, I might disagree. Let me put it this way: I don't disagree with you on that, but I might disagree depending on the hourly candle close, basically. If in 15 minutes If it closes above the short-term sell side, I wouldn't be in a short position. I wouldn't like to be in a short position. This is the CE. It could reject the CE also. The ES. Also, guys, like this is a 15-minute breaker block, and order block as well, and it's respecting it so far. Just be mindful. I don't trust the lows on the ES either. It's too. It was 1 point away from the hourly low. That's why I'm saying like it'll depend on how hourly closes. If it closes above the old sell side, it'll be bullish. If not, God knows what happens. Breaker overlap in IFD isn't that the unicorn? I'm not understanding. I think the unicorn. I'm not sure. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I think unicorn is basically um, a breaker block along with fair value gap. I think. Like here, for example, breaker, fair value gap, same level. Yeah, breaker FVG. I think with the right context, everything is unicorn. That's FVD, FVG. No, it doesn't have like Lost says. It doesn't do. Jesus, I can't speak. It doesn't have anything to do with IFED. It's just basically a fair value gap and a breaker block at the same level. So breaker block within FVG is probably how I can put it easier. So here, for example, Kila. So disregard the PA after. Here, this is a breaker block, right? And market formed a fair value gap at that level. So here, there's also a fair value gap. So that portion. So this is what they call a unicorn, basically. If that makes sense. It has nothing to do with IFED. Just overlapping, correct. That thing is Pegasus. That's funny. Gotta win, I'm done. I need to keep studying. Nice one, brother. This shit is hard. I mean, obviously it's hard otherwise. It sounds cliche, but it's what it is. Everyone would do it, right? Surely it's hard. It looks easy, but it's not. Because it's a mental game. It's not about technical analysis at all. I mean, probably, yeah, it is about technical analysis, but like percentage wise, I would say 20% technical analysis, 80%. Or like 20% technical analysis, 20% timing, and the rest is just psychology, mental. TA takes forever to learn. Yeah, I mean, it takes weeks, months, years, yes, correct. But I think that is not the hard part. I think it takes actually forever to master your mentality. And some people can't even do it, unfortunately. They can't master that. That's the harder part, or the hardest part. I'm almost cutting the position early. It's like an astronaut. I used to deal with that as well. I mean, I personally saw that as a problem in myself. I used to like just collapse the trade prematurely, and I think it has a lot to do with trading crypto. But again, like, as long as it pays you, I think it's not a problem really. But like if it causes you dissatisfaction and then over trading because of that, that one becomes a problem. And for me, it was like that. I used to cut it early, and I felt so dissatisfied and satisfied, and then I would go on a trade to make more. So I helped to overcome cutting positions early. For some, that's not a problem though. It's really hard with the psychology. I got stopped out with my 10 a.m. short with two tight stop loss, and I lost myself. Went long, five trades of trading. Psychology is hard. Yeah, that's the thing. Like once you have emotional attachment to your wins or the losses, almost always you end up over trading. You need to have rules, like I do. Um, I have one win or two losses. I stop, no matter what. Like, and if you can't detach yourself from the charts, you can use the Cold Turkey app to block your, softwares and stuff, or use Top Step to manually lock yourself out. Because in the first place, it's not easy to deal with overtraining. I don't know like how a new trader can deal with overtraining, besides physically removing themselves from their either office or home or whatever you call it. But over time, you understand the power of trading less, especially if you have a loser trade on the day, because along the way in your journey, you'll understand that if you don't take the second or the third or the fifth or whatever the trade after a losing trade, you literally make it back the day after if you keep your capital. And once you understand that, I think that's a major point in everyone's journey, like a breaking point. And so the hourly didn't close as I wanted to. It's not as strong as I want to. So the sell side obviously get tagged here. I'm up 5 to 2. I have 5 to 2 up, $1,600 down, $200 total in this week. Kept complaining, looking forward to improving. Stingy stop loss. It's your first week on the cash account, though, isn't it? Furries. In the cold turkey out for Twitter. That's funny. I straight up collapsed some big trades and I'm approaching it like I don't know what I'm doing. No, man, as long as it pays you, you're not, you know what you're doing, you know. Cutting them early doesn't matter unless it leads to overtrading. Well, that's just how I explained. Ego comes in, also thinking we are right. I'll be right, and that is hard. I still do not know how to lock myself out. Also, you want to get back. That's the problem. That mentality is a loser mentality, and you have to change that perspective. Quote unquote, you want to get back what you lost. If you chase your losers, then you're a loser. Keep that in mind. Don't be a loser, you know? Because here's the thing, when you chase your losers, some days, yeah, you'll make it back. Yeah, you'll end up being break even or maybe in profit, but some days it's gonna lead into bigger drawdowns. So why? So just stop it for good, you know? As they said, it works until it doesn't. Stop drinking, bro. Not good for your health. Drinking, I think drinking is okay as long as you moderate it. You know, I like to drink sometimes as well. Well, I say this a lot about confidence. As much as underconfidence is a bitch, overconfidence is the same. Yeah, so hourly didn't close strong. ES has potential to tag below and maybe keep going lower afterwards. Doesn't that doesn't look that good for the buy side at the moment. There is a 1 minute S&T divergence which should hold. It's the bearish one in here. So that should take the price lower. Alright guys, I really don't want to keep watching this price at the moment, maybe until lunch. So I'm gonna wrap it up for the morning session. Um, yeah, thanks for being here. I'll talk to you in the chat. See ya.